the thoughts, views, and opinions of all the associates and that Peapod host. It's coming from his brain, y'all. He's doing it all on his own, and it's just for entertainment. So don't you get going and feeling like something else is happening, because it's not. He's just having a little fun, all right? Take it or leave it.
What you smiling at?
That was smiling.
You look
I'm
like
in
you
duress.
smiling. You in the what?
What's it called? Duress.
You're under duress.
Yeah, under duress. In distress.
In distress?
Under duress.
How are you under duress? That means that's like,
I'm here against my will.
That sounded like I have you hostage or something.
I feel it.
You feel like you hostage?
A little bit.
So, would you have not agreed if I... You feel like I pressured you?
Yes.
So, let's explore that. Why do you feel like I pressured
Have you started?
Yeah. We live, baby.
Okay.
That's why you don't tell people they live, because they never give you the real. So, let's talk about that. Let's discuss it. You feel pressured?
Yes, I feel pressure.
How? How so?
Because I said no the first time you asked.
So why did you say no? You don't believe in my podcast?
It has nothing to do with my belief in you.
So what does it have to do with it?
I'm a very shy individual.
You?
Me.
So with people that know you say the same thing?
Depends on what level that they know me.
So if they really know you, what would they say?
They would
Lies.
say
It's okay though.
Okay.
But I get it, because I'm the same way.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm a little more reserved around people I don't know. Okay. People don't say I am. But I am an introvert.
Okay, that's different. Keep going.
How you gonna tell me? This is my show.
I forgot.
You all forgot. See how people do when they be trying to run stuff? Like they run everything. We gonna start it though, because oh my God, hey, I'm getting my R&B bag. Quit looking at my stuff. You being a little too nosy. Hey, I got somebody special in the pod today. In my R&B bag. Yeah. And it's Love Month. We coming up on Valentine's. So I just got one question for you.
What's your question?
Here it is. Hey. Give a little bit to her face.
Wait!
What are we waiting on?
We gonna lay down in front of the people?
Oh, wait sounded like, hold on. I had to make sure. Because wait sound like non-consensual. I know we married and all.
But in front of the people? That's the music you want to play?
Of course. We Valentine and don't. Oh, get into the groove with your boy. What up, everybody? Shout out Fort Worth, Texas, as we always do. I ain't gonna say it because my baby on. Shout out to everywhere.
Including Duncanville.
I don't think we should start there. I think you should just be part of the intro. Shout out to everybody all over the place. We'll even give a little shout out to that D place later, but we're gonna start with Fort Worth first. Forest Hill, Eastern Hills, Western Hills, Highland Hills, Como, Stop 6. I want to say especially shout out to those folks that be in the drive-through folks. Right quick. Shout out to the drive-through folks that ask you your order, then tell you to read your order back on the board. Is your order correct on the board? Yes. I pay for it. They read it. That's correct. Then hand me my order with everything other than what was on that board and what I ordered. I get a little perturbed. Just the tears. Can you pull the mic to you? I think people can't hear you. No. Feel like I lost you. Did I lose you?
You lost me. There we go. I'm back.
I can only meet you every now and then. That's the only
Not
way.
Very often.
That's the only way we're gonna get it without talking. All right, here we go.
See?
Keep going. Oh, I got
That is
another
so
one for
rude.
you.
Don't try to slide by that one.
Oh, I got another one for you though. Hey, you gonna speak it up a little bit? One little duet, lady. See the words? All the words are for you.
I don't know the words.
I know, because you don't know nothing about no music. That's the words. Talk about a wedding date. Hey. Oh. This is my part right here. I remember the man that I used to be. But what? She brings the best out of me every now and then. I'm lying. Keep it moving. Here we go. I'm feeling good. Hey. Hey. You remember our first date?
Yes. That was a while back.
That delay was.
You caught me off guard, but yes, I remember. Breadwinners.
That bread. That's right.
Yes. See.
That delay though.
That's okay.
She tried to take me fast too. I don't know.
No, I tell the truth. Don't lie.
She a little fast.
Oh, don't lie. My parents are listening from the heavens. Don't do that.
From the heavens above. That was dark. That was a little dark. All right, y'all. So y'all know we got somebody special in the house. This is our song. I curated this list specifically for you.
Thank you, love.
Girl, you're second to none. The best night of my life. My baby made the podcast. Can you believe it? I never thought she'd make it. Let's go and get in, because I really, for real. God, what you doing with your mic over there?
I'm not touching it.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Is that me?
It's you.
Maybe I'm too excited.
That's okay.
You know, it usually goes fast when you get too excited. We won't talk about it. All right, so
rated.
What up, everybody? Welcome. This is episode number 11 of Peas Pod, brought to you by Lloyd R. LLC, and I am your pilot, the progenitor, and pretty brown-eyed host P, and the P stands for peckish. I'm a little peckish. I'm a little hungry. So watch your head as you come in. Wipe your dirty feet off. Watch your tone and keep your hands on your head. You like that?
A little bit.
I got another one. You want me to try it?
Try it.
Okay, so it's gonna have some of the same elements. It's just gonna finish the end. All right. Okay. What up, everybody? This is episode 11 of Peas Podcast, brought to you by Lloyd R. LLC, and I'm your pilot, the progenitor, and the pretty brown-eyed host of the pod, P, and the P stands for, let's see, pensive. So, make sure you wipe off your feet as you come in. I'm just working on these. Choose your seat and sit down.
I like it.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I got one more.
Go for it.
Okay. What up, everybody? I'll get to the end. And the P stands for whatever it stands for. Make sure you wipe off your feet when you come in, duck your head when you get into the pod, and right before we finish, like your mama said, don't touch nothing. You don't want nothing, so don't ask for nothing.
That one's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So that's what we're rolling with next time. That is our intro. Appreciate you, baby. You help me with it all. My wife is so supportive. She helps me do it all. Get you one like me. All right, so let's go. Where we at? Keep it moving. I would like to introduce to some and present to others.
So silly.
I would like to introduce to some and present to others. My lovely co-host sitting in the pod today. You shotgun? Sitting shotgun today in the post. Mrs. Essica Bennett Pullum.
There we go.
All right.
It is me.
We going by Essie, Essica Bennett, Essica, Joy. What we going by?
Just go by S.
Just go by S. I like that. Gonna be a little relaxed on the pod.
Yes.
We appreciate you. All right. So where we gonna head out to? First things first, let's talk about Fort Worth news. Right quick, shout out to Fort Worth Report. That's where I get most of my news from the Fort Worth area, Fort Worth, Arlington, Grand Prairie. It even stretches out a little bit, a little east to that D city, Dallas,
That's a problem.
Duncanville.
That's a problem.
It does reach, but it generally stays in Tarrant County. So shout out to Fort Worth Report. We do appreciate your services and all of the great news that you add to our lives. What is the problem?
I mean, you should respect Duncanville and mention Duncanville.
Mention as in what? Y'all lost to North Crowley? Duncanville lost to North Crowley in the 6A D1.
Congratulations for your first time making it to state and winning. For the first time.
Actually, North Crowley has 2 state championships.
Oh, 2.
They won earlier.
Two.
They won a couple years before.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We appreciate the congratulatory expressions. Yay. Don't be a hater. That's bad for business.
I celebrated you and our nephew, who's a senior.
AC, see, she finally giving you some love.
Just finally, a little bit, because I love him.
Finally,
I do love him.
Giving you some love. All right, here we go. Here, so let me look at these doggone news. Yeah. So, Fort Worth is now closing. All of these doggone schools in Fort Worth, a bunch of them. It's not funny, but it is. Because all of the schools they're closing are on the west side of town.
What does that mean? I don't know anything about Fort Worth.
ICE.
I'm from Duncanville.
ICE.
Oh. That's not funny.
It's not, but really it's been over the years because anybody from Fort Worth knows we got too many high schools. We had about the same numbers of high schools as Dallas in our little bitty city. So Fort Worth ISD trustees discuss possibly closing as many as 25 schools to resize the district. 25. So that means up to 25 schools where all of these students and educators, all these workers are going to have to find something else to do. And That's scary. We hope they find it in this country and not in another one.
True.
So being an educator, how do you feel about that?
I'm concerned.
Post-educator.
I'm concerned for the educators, the students, the parents.
So some people think that closing schools isn't good, but what if I think they should if they're going to repurpose the money throughout the district and then bolster the district with more tools and educators and put more money into the district instead of old buildings and that kind of stuff.
I understand that, but I think my first thought is class sizes. What is that going to look like?
So
because the class sizes are typically pretty big now. Well, in Dallas.
Them kids ain't coming to school, no way. Well,
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
Some people getting shipped up out of here.
We're talking about before.
You're right.
So class sizes.
Okay, that's a good point. Harder to teach with larger class sizes, less control of the class, especially if you're teachers that don't have control. Mm-hmm. I get it. Not much that I care to stay on. All right, keep it moving. Let's talk about. So this past weekend. So this past weekend, we went to Houston. A Houston trip. S's family is generally from Houston. A large conglomerate of her family is there.
Yes. And
so we went with her aunt and her uncle to a gala, the El Dorado Gala. Mr. Clarence Johnson is part of the El Dorado Club, which is a club that is, hey, I never heard of it, but they have been they've been around for 100 years. And so they were celebrating their 100th year, and it is a very prestigious club. So at the gala, there were dignitaries there. They had the mayor there, some other elected officials there, and Black folks. So when you think of Black excellence, think of this gala. All the men in tuxes, the women in their beautiful gowns. You'll see some of the pictures that we're putting up here. What I loved was that all of the actual members had tails on, like took pictures in these nice tails. So to see black people dressed up like that, that's my favorite way to see black people dressed up in gowns, looking debonair, handsome gentlemen, and these lovely, beautiful women. And you look beautiful yourself.
Oh, thank you. You looked so debonair and so handsome.
Thank you. You had that meat out. And you had your legs.
Well, let's go back for a second. Is this show rated what? Because I asked that earlier.
It's rated everybody.
Including children or just...
Well, yeah, we don't curse.
Okay.
So we keep it clean. So if they can infer, if they can catch the innuendos,
they shouldn't be listening.
They shouldn't. Or mom and dad, let your children know that we're just, tell them they need to go to another room.
Thank you.
And this is an adult cast.
Sound okay.
Better?
Better.
All right. So you looked beautiful in your gown. Wow. So we got a little hotel room and had no fun because
he went straight to sleep. Straight to sleep.
But you have to understand. See, so everybody that's married, y'all understand. Anytime that you get any time without your kids, the first few hours are going to be for sleep.
Those were all the hours, though.
But I drove most of the hours.
Okay, that's true.
And I had something special, too. I had something special planned. I had bought a white t-shirt.
What?
I bought a white t-shirt for you.
Why'd you buy a white t-shirt?
Because I was going to have you get in the shower.
He's so ignorant.
Why? T-shirt contest.
Why?
Why not? We were in a hotel. You got to do something fun when you're in a hotel.
Okay. And you slept.
And I did. I'm sorry. And that's usually not me. Usually she's the one falling asleep.
First.
After I drive, she's usually asleep in the car.
And then.
Cross her hands.
Keep going.
And be asleep in the car.
Keep going.
All right. Okay. So you going to Beyonce concert? Do you like Beyonce like that?
I like Beyonce, but I don't know if my husband will pay for the tickets.
That's not what I asked.
Oh. Okay.
I guess we'll keep moving on from there.
I probably will not be attending that particular concert any of hers.
It's just because they are so doggone high.
I'll watch all the clips on social media the next day. I'm okay with that.
So like when people win that 10-4 that year, you watched all those clips.
You say 10-4?
They were in the 10-4.
Listen, I had some family members that went, some friends.
Were they in 10-4?
They looked very cute, classy, trendy, very cute.
So them or just people in general that went?
I think everybody has their own taste. However, my family, my friends that went and attended, they looked extremely nice and pretty and cute.
Have you had media training? Because you skated right on around that question. All right, I got you. You had some media training. I got you. You had some media training. Because Carl, we go to Peep and Peas. Carl Evans was talking about those Beyonce tickets. Carl put, I don't care about Beyonce Carter ticket prices, Cowboy Carter ticket prices, Sean Carter ticket prices, Blue Ivy ticket prices, Jimmy Carter ticket prices, Little Wayne Carter ticket prices, the Carter 4 ticket prices, Maverick Carter ticket prices, Vince Carter ticket prices, Joe Carter, Carter Riverside, which Carter Riverside's high school before.
What is that?
Don Carter tickets. That used to be a bowling alley. Don Carter. Remember I tell you we used to go bowling in high school? We used to go to Don Carter over there in Hewlin pretty much every weekend. None of us bowling, but just walking around disturbing everybody else that really was bowling. People drinking. That's why I said people drinking beer, and they had very good
How old were you?
I was 19, 18, 19.
And you were drinking?
Well, really, people was on the Black and Miles back then. So
you were smoking?
Well,
okay.
I went. So one night, because I thought it was cool. Everybody smoking Black and Miles. So I got one. So I smoked a couple. Okay. And if anybody knows about Black and Miles, you smoke more than one is over, you're gonna be on that toilet, defecating your eliminations will all be black.
Wait. I don't know anything about that part.
You don't know what no elimination is?
No, I know what that is.
Oh.
I'm referring to
the black.
The black and white.
The black, yeah. Okay. So, needless to say, I stopped smoking after that. Okay. I had too many and I was sick as a dog. And so I don't do that no more. Next we got Nikki. She says, we listen and we don't judge. I just took my Christmas tree down.
Oh my gosh.
It's February.
This is February. What is today? But here's the thing though, but I have several friends that do that.
That leave their tree up. So what they do, just turn the lights off? Or are they still plugging the lights up?
I don't know, but I know one refers to like as a Mardi Gras type Christmas tree.
So she just put like the saint stuff on it? I don't know what those things are.
Well, it stays up. I mean, that's how she decorates it in the first place, I think. But I think that's the excuse. Another one left it up for a whole year. But she's very busy. She has like a lot of businesses and she has a gym,
so Yeah, she's so busy.
So she just didn't have
leave all
time
that.
to leave it.
Who wants to take that stuff down? Yeah, we're so busy.
It was cute though for the whole year.
For the okay, all right. Well, I guess we'll move on from that. People leaving their trees up and Nikki. We appreciate your call, Evans. Part of the show. Carl, man, great friend of the show, of the family too. Man, that dude could play that organ. Lil Carl, congratulations. He got a scholarship.
He's committed.
He has committed. Congratulations, Lil Carl. Okay, so let me see. Babe, let's go to our interview section. Let's go there. Hold on. I got a little something for you in this interview section. Okay. So, Mrs. S.
Yes.
I want to speed right through a couple things, and I'm just going to kind of question, and we'll get to where I want us to be. All right.
Okay.
So, how many years were you in the classroom? We talked about you were in education. How many years were you in the classroom?
10.
10.
Yes.
10. And then you transitioned from the classroom into being a
school counselor for a middle school.
For a middle school. And where was this?
In Duncanville.
What school? Do you want to say the school? You don't have to.
Oh, it's fine. Okay. Kennemer Middle School.
Kennemer Middle School. And of course, it was where you grew up. Did you go to Kennemer also?
Well, Kennemer was in existence.
Because that was the high school.
That was the ninth grade school.
Ninth grade school at the time. See, I know a little of this history that she's drilled in my head.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you like
it. How many degrees do you have?
I have a bachelor's and 2 masters.
These educated women. I don't know how you ever got married. PhD.
I'm going to get my PhD as well. You're going to pay for it.
Kevin Samuels will say, I shouldn't be with you no more. Got too smart for your own good. So 3 degrees.
Yes.
So what are you have 2 masters?
Yes, 2.
2. What are they in?
The first one is school counseling, and the second one is professional counseling.
Professional counseling. Okay, so you got your degree in professional counseling, and so I kind of prefaced it where you were in education. You're no longer in education. What are you doing now after all of those many years?
My husband forced me out of education to start my own business.
Hey.
So
I did that?
You did that in 2021. So I'm the proud owner of As I Am Counseling LLC.
Man.
Thank you, babe.
You're very welcome. And thank you for jumping out on faith.
Yeah.
She wanted to kick me to the curb.
I did.
But I originally told her that plan.
In 2014?
Yeah. She was like,
well, I wanted to do it though. But you kind of told me something else though.
I didn't tell you anything else. I was just pouring into you.
Oh.
And I was trying to just manifest. People were talking about. Manifest you being your own, being an entrepreneur Negro. And you know what she said to me? What you gonna do?
Because you kept saying, well, we gonna do this, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. But what part you gonna play in it? Like, you gonna bring some money to the table?
Wow. You see how?
We got to make sure. We have to make sure.
Man trying to plant fertile
We both
ground
had children,
for his
though.
beautiful
We both had
wife.
children.
Well, for his wife to be at that time, trying to plant fertile ground. And all she could ask was, what you gonna do?
Other than give me great ideas. But you did. And I have to also shout out my brother and a good friend of mine for, kind of pushing me into that space. as well.
Well, sometimes you got to be pushed because you like a rock.
A big one or a little one?
The one that don't
well,
like
be
to
careful.
budge.
Be careful.
The one that doesn't like to budge.
Yeah.
It don't have to be big to not want to
Okay.
budge.
Okay.
You could just have a lot of mass. All right. So listen. So how is counseling going? So do you have a specific niche? How do you counsel? What do you find interesting about counseling? Why did you want to go?
The biggest piece is like servicing people, helping people to get to a space where they're comfortable with themselves. They have the tools to kind of maneuver and navigate life, because life is lifing and it's tough. And we all need support somewhere, somehow.
Are you trying to talk sexy on purpose?
Is it sexy?
I don't know. You were kind of like look how you kind of finessing the mic.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I kind of like
That is, okay, you're doing too much. Go back to your question.
Y'all tell me. Okay. So, are there any, so what I liked that I thought that you're doing, tell me about not EMR, where you do with the
EMDR.
EMDR. See, you knew what I was talking about. Tell me about EMDR.
It's a special therapy or a certain therapy.
You gotta be, meaning you had to be real crazy to be a part of it.
What? No, let's not say crazy, because we're going to take that word out, because in our community, we automatically think that you have to be crazy to go to counseling, and that's not the truth.
So what's the correct term?
That we all have things we have to work on. No, we're not touched. Let me ask you, are you touched? Have you gone to counseling
by the
before?
hem of his garment.
Have you gone to counseling before?
I have.
And are you crazy?
A proud counseling representative.
Are you crazy?
Of course.
Yes. Okay.
That's why
let's go back there.
Real recognize real.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's why they go. Don't you go?
I do. Every therapist needs a therapist.
Every therapist needs two therapists.
Why would we need two?
One to help them manage their relationships. Two to help them manage themselves.
Where'd you get that from?
I just made it up.
Okay, let's keep going.
So okay. So part of the reason why I wanted you, because we are having this great Peas Pod is celebrating women, Black women, for Black History Month. And I wanted you for the Love Month. It's just so wonderful that our episode is falling on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. And so I wanted people that are married or looking to get married to kind of get some tips, in the show that we can be on this podcast and have fun together, and you can be married and stay married, even though we ain't been married that long.
Oh, it's been a long time.
But we've been married more than once. So that gives you a lot more information after you failed once. Good time. Would you say you failed?
I don't know if that was a failure.
So it's a success if you don't stay in it? So you successfully exited.
I successfully left. I was going to say. Yes.
God dang.
Well, the truth is, my earbud came out. But the truth is, it takes, it does take a lot of courage to step away and make the decision to start over, because it's scary out here. In the real world, in the dating world, it can be scary for individuals.
So is that what you were thinking about when you left?
Oh, not me, no.
Okay.
I left for a whole different reason.
So again, like where I was alluding to was that people that have that's their second time around the rodeo, sometimes they can help you with pitfalls and things that you do wrong. We can kind of be like, hey, don't do what they did, because they messed it up pretty bad. So
they like the other spouse?
No. The people that messed up the first time, they messed it up. Not as in, not assigning blame.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
It didn't work, so you messed them up. Okay. So what I like to talk about are some things, because we attend couples therapy.
Yes.
And I think it's been wildly successful for us. Just kind of attacking just small issues that we had. I don't think we could say we had a bad marriage or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
No. I think it's just normal.
Just normal maintenance. Kind of the same way you should think about service a car. You should have those kind of things and service your relationship properly. So some kind of tools and things that we learn and things that we were kind of already doing that our therapist identified that were good things to help kind of improve our marriage. And so I want to bring some of those things to you all. So first thing I want to talk about is the box.
Oh, goodness.
But
the box was like started back in 2014.
I know, but I think how we have the box and how we use it, I think it helps our relationship.
Oh, definitely.
So you want to explain what the box is or me?
I'll start and then you can kind of add to. So the box, I can't tell you how it started.
Because it's in the box, but
it's in the box. So the box is an imaginary box that we have. So when something happens that we find comical, maybe even embarrassing, we just keep it between the two of us. And it's our safe space to be able to laugh and be each other, whoever we are, unapologetically. And it definitely has built trust because we keep it right there between the two of us and we can sniggle and giggle about it from time to time.
True.
But he actually, now take that back. It's not imaginary because you keep a tally of that stuff, the information in your phone.
I do.
So if somebody gets the phone, they can look and see everything that's in the box.
It's locked.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know because I don't have the password to your phone. That's another issue we have.
You do have a password to my phone. You just forgot it.
I've never had the password to your phone.
Yes, you have.
When?
When I first got it.
Okay, what is it?
I changed it.
To what?
Well, if I tell people, I've changed it again.
Okay. They won't have your phone.
I'll let you get a picture of my face and it'll open up for you. So I think the box is a good tool. So, for example, well, I won't give you an example, but as she said, if something, so if we're doing something or say we're doing something and something embarrassing happens, you got to be quick to say you put it in the box because if not,
my brother's going to hear, my friends are going to hear, the children may hear about it.
And everybody's going to hear about your embarrassing moment. So you got to be quick to throw it in the box. So between us, it's a little fun, healthy little banter. And then every now and then we'll talk about what's in the box. Because like she said, I do have a note. And so I'll look and every now and then it'll pop up or I'll see it. And so I'll talk about what's in the box. And so we'll have a good little snicker.
Yes.
And our kids, they not find us funny. Anybody else like that? Your kids find y'all funny?
But they find us funny at times.
Maybe we're not trying to be. Them.
Oh, yeah.
As long as we're not talking about them. Them doing something dumb or.
Yeah.
They don't think that's funny about. And so, or unless the other one would think it's funny if you're talking about.
Oh, about the other one, yeah.
They'll think it's funny.
And they'll chime in. And
if we laughing at them, we just the uncool parents. Mm-hmm. I think we're pretty cool. Sometimes. Okay, we got another piece. Oh, so what we have been doing is using. He gave us a assignment. The jar. Okay. So we were using this jar to write down, and so our assignments were different for each other depending on the sessions that we've been having as he learned about us and what we liked and some of our weaknesses, some of our, thoughts. He came up with ways to either affirm each other or to express how we feel about each other by writing down these ideas and putting them in a jar. And I think he did this because when he asked you about what made me happy, you couldn't answer it.
See, now this is what you guys are going to see the reason why we're in therapy. I don't recall it being that. I think it started because I made a comment and I said, I felt seen when he did this.
You see how I shine light on him? I shine that light on him. I make him feel seen. Make my baby.
I'm about to say, make who? You said them.
I was talking about old stuff back then, but just in general, I make you feel seen.
Okay. And so, but you didn't realize some of the things that you were doing.
That's true.
That made me feel seen. in our marriage. And so I would have to write down the instances where I felt seen to kind of help you to realize it's a good thing. Keep doing those things.
Keep doing that. Keep saying, if you make some eggs, I'm gonna be happy.
So the thing is, I don't cook. Let's start there. So that's what he's trying to throw jabs. So that's not in the box. So I don't cook. However, what have I started in 2024?
2024. I started getting some love in 2024.
No, what did I start
Show
doing?
some love.
What did I start doing in 2024?
Start making my mama's pancake, my mama biscuit.
Every Saturday.
Start making my mama pancakes.
But I make your mom's pancakes.
Every Saturday.
They don't taste like Jenny Faye's, but
they do when she puts love into them. Now, if we've had a spat during the week, they may taste like the cardboard box they came out of.
They didn't come out of a cardboard box.
Exactly. When she ain't feeling me, they come out that box. I'm convinced.
Oh gosh. Is this over?
No.
Okay.
We got some fun. We got some fun. Okay, let me you trying to get over, you trying to wiggle up out of here. Let me go to our next little part. We won't keep it. We're gonna go to this next little part. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Here we go. You know who this song is?
Yes. I'm trying to think of the name. Here's the thing.
What's the name of the group?
They're bald headed.
No, they are not.
Give me a hint. No. Okay. I was talking. I was trying to.
Black.
It's another.
You were talking about
the group. Yes.
It is not Fredro Starr. We're not talking about Onyx.
Okay, I grew up in Duncanville in the 90s. How about that? Okay, the 80s and the 90s. So
and some of them listen to black music,
but
the guys would like to say that.
So, but let's say that my parents didn't allow me to listen to certain songs, certain
my
music.
parents didn't let me listen to rap music either, but I knew all the words.
But you went to school with people that allowed that that listened to that stuff.
Oh, I forgot you went to the straight lace school.
It was a straight lace.
Are you talking about my city? My school?
No, okay. I'm just saying.
I was asking.
Your friends listened to that. My friends didn't. We weren't allowed to listen to certain stuff.
Straight lace. So anybody from Duncanville try to tell you they were tough.
No, that's not. Now here's the thing. That's not true. No, don't do that. Don't do my people like that. Don't do my people like that.
This or that. This segment of Peas. This or that features Mrs. Essica Pullum. All right, we start with a few softballs as we always do. This or that. I give you two options and you pick either this or that. All right, summer or winter?
Winter.
Okay. Worker or entrepreneur?
I'm going to have to say entrepreneur.
Introvert or extrovert?
I'm going to go with extra. No, I don't know. Well, I'm an introvert, so let's go with introvert. I'm going to go with introvert.
Introvert.
Indecisive. So you're trying to be funny.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
I couldn't listen to Prince growing up, so Michael Jackson.
Why not? Why you couldn't listen to Prince?
My mom thought he was like very sexual.
Okay.
I mean, more sexual.
90s Duncanville.
Whatever. My mom was from Houston, Texas, so let's not do that. So
she was raunchy then.
My mom, don't do that. That's disrespectful.
Not your mom.
Thank you.
She grew up in a raunchy place.
I hope everybody from Houston.
She grew up in a city.
For you to say that the whole city of Houston is raunchy.
I didn't say the whole city. I meant as in
raunchy place.
Moving along.
Okay.
Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
So Jordan or Kobe?
I'm gonna still go with Jordan.
All right. Denzel or Samuel L?
I don't like this one.
Why not?
At all. I don't.
That's why that's being as good.
Because this is just this is like not even.
So did I know they're polar opposites, but you got to pick one.
Okay. Can I say that when you make me angry, I'm going to go with Samuel However,
who make you angry?
You,
me,
Lloyd Robert. Yes. However, or the
How do I
children,
make you
or
angry?
the children make me angry.
Okay, great, because it don't me.
Okay.
I never make people.
That's not true. Okay, but I'll go with Denzel on other days.
Denzel on other days. So you like Shantae. You just manufacturing your own rules here.
That's okay.
Passive or aggressive?
Because I am married to you, I'm going to say aggressive. I have to be aggressive.
I take offense to that.
You should not. You should understand that just means that I have to hold my own. I need to hold my own and be confident in what I believe and what I'm saying.
I have to put a little something into you Duncanville didn't give you. 90s Duncanville. Malcolm or Martin?
This goes against, Samuel cusses, but I'm going to go with Martin because he is for peace and
Martin.
love. And then our son is going to be Dr. Martin Luther King.
Dr. Martin Luther King.
Next Thursday, and he's ready.
We going to record it because y'all have to hear him because he will for sure say Dr. Martin Luther King.
He will.
Martin Luther King. Free at last, free at last.
Thank God Almighty.
I'm free at last. That little baby so cute. PC or expletives?
I'm working.
Oh, that means you're a cusser. Boys in the Hood or Minister Society?
I'm gonna go with Boys in the Hood.
Okay. Harlem Nights or Coming to America?
That's not funny. We had this conversation already.
What? Oh, you haven't seen Harlem
I haven't
Nights?
seen all of Harlem Nights. Coming to America. Hey, put it back.
I'll take that black card if you will.
Coming to America.
Just give it on right here. You have the opportunity to earn it back.
Okay.
God dang.
Shut up.
Martin or Fresh Prince?
Martin.
Okay. Law and Order SVU or your murder podcast?
Oh gosh, that one's hard. Now that is unfair because I want to go with both.
Just know if I ever
come up
missing, it was her. Cause she gonna think she learned how to cover her tracks, but my sister gonna find out. Connie gonna uncover it. She gonna figure it out.
She will.
She gonna know her brother ain't just coming up missing.
Yes, Constance, pull him.
Get her, Connie, cause I ain't do it on my own. Ali or Tyson?
I'm gonna say just Tyson, just because he was my heir.
Okay, we got a few more. I ain't gonna hold you unless I hold you too long. Chris Brown or Usher? Shout out to Deuce. He gave me this one.
Chris Brown or Usher? That's hard. Usher is my time. However, Chris is really a really cute light skinned guy, and as you know, I don't like
light skin for light skin. That usually don't work.
I know, and
that's usually why come out pinkish or pale.
That's not true.
They come out devoid of color.
Anyway, but Chris Brown is very, very cute. But Usher is, I don't know.
Alcohol or non-alcohol?
Alcohol.
I don't care no more.
Oh, you jealous?
Not really.
Okay.
Clear or dark?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with dark.
Dark. Tequila or gin? Well, no, you said dark, so that would be. Do you like whiskey or bourbon? Neither. You said dark.
What is Crown Royal? What's
whiskey.
Crown? Oh, okay, then that's what it is.
What you got there?
This is a little Shiraz, sweet Shiraz.
Okay, so Paint the Town Red or Quiet Night at Home?
Quiet Night at Home.
Netflix and chill? Yeah. All right, so two more and we're going to put you on out of here. Toilet paper. So toilet paper on the roll.
Okay.
Over or under?
Over.
It has to be
it's
over. It's the underweight. Under, you are socio. You're a psychopath.
I thought you were going to say under.
No, I'm saying under is you're a sociopath. You're a psychopath. So the great debate, grits, salt or sugar?
You already know. Salt.
Yeah, you better be. So, last one. Your ex-husband or your current husband?
Wait. To do what? What is that supposed to be?
It just should be the answer.
I mean, you.
Oh, we took going.
No, you. But that's not even a question.
I know. That's why it just should be. Yay.
I don't think
That's how
even,
we supposed to end out. Hey.
It's always you. Forever you. Forever and ever.
You killed it. That was a terrible ending to that segment. You didn't do that
you
right.
took me by surprise, because why would you even put him in the picture?
Right.
Because he's not in the picture.
It's a softball at the end.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You disappointed?
Kinda. That pause was kinda.
No, I had to process that you even brought him up. Okay.
Okay.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Next part.
I love
you. Love you too, cuz.
Thank you.
3 things. What are 3 things you would take on a deserted island?
You.
Me.
Water.
Water.
I don't know.
Death.
Because you say death.
You just gonna die.
I probably would.
Yeah.
I probably
well, I'm
would.
there, so you
But
won't.
Also because you have the muscles, you're strong, and
But if you die, I'm gonna eat you.
My mind went somewhere. Don't do that.
There too.
This is so explicit.
All right. So we had our game. We had our little game section. Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
Okay, next. Give me your greatest triumph. And the reason why I do this is because I have people on, as I always say, that I know, that I love, that I care about. And I like to bring positive stories, positivity, and encouragement to those who are listening here and around the world. So I like people to hear people that are just like me, that are just like them, their triumph stories, to know they can do it on their own also.
Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. You know, we've had a good time, and I don't want to change the mood, but this is still positive to me.
Okay.
I will say, taking care of Big George, of Daddy.
Okay.
Taking care of him, being your wife, taking care of the kids, and running the business.
Wow.
And making sure the business is, bringing in clients and servicing the clients, all the way up until he transitioned, and making sure that I spent the time with him when he was no longer in our home. I think that was a big triumph, because I didn't think that I could do it, and I didn't miss a day without seeing him.
Nope.
And made sure I came home and tried to love and kiss on y'all.
You did that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you did it, but you were there. You were present. I mean, being a caregiver is hard anyway, but how you kind of shouldered that load and did your thing throughout that whole process. I'm kind of,
a little impressed.
Little impressed.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You did your thing.
But you supported me. Like, you held down the house.
I tried my best.
You became, like the whole. I mean, well, you do a lot with our baby anyway. But you took care of a lot with all the children, including with with him when he was living in our home. So I appreciate that. Thank you for that.
No problem. That's what family is. That's what family does.
Yes.
That's what a successful marriage does. It's never going to be 50-50. It seldom is 50-50. It's various degrees, because when I'm strong, she may not be as strong. But when she's strong, I may not be as strong. So throughout that, you always have a partner that able to go through the world, go through life with. So you're never by yourself. Your best friend.
My bestie.
There. I don't know what that bestie crap. I'm not really.
You should have brought that in, like bestie versus best friend. Like, is it okay for your husband to be
bestie,
your bestie?
Bestie versus best friend.
Right. Is it okay for your?
Is it okay for your husband to be a best friend?
No, bestie.
Bestie.
Like, what's wrong with saying you're my bestie?
In theory, yes, but I'm just your best friend.
You're my bestie.
You just husband
bestie.
Sounds great.
Or bestie.
That's why I don't answer to it.
We'll talk about it in therapy.
You talk. Okay. All right. So we almost up out of here. Okay. So lastly, I always ask my wonderful guest to give us an us moment. So in speaking that we always, everybody comes in, I know them, and I don't, not just a fly by know them. I actually kind of know all of these people. So I like these individuals to give a us moment to show the people we are really, really friends.
Okay. Back to the box. So I can't really share us moments that are like really what I would like to share.
I'll give
However,
you.
no,
I'll give you.
no, I'm gonna say,
I
I'm
might.
gonna say
I was gonna give you a
this.
pass as long as it wasn't too bad.
No.
See, you try to get the worst ones.
Yeah, that was the best one, probably. That was a good one. I would just say when we reconnected. Again, it was a sad situation.
It was.
However,
So
in
you
that
want to give
moment,
some backstory? Everybody doesn't
yes.
know it.
Okay. So we have a mutual friend who lost her father. We hadn't seen each other since 2010, and then before that, like 2001 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping that he was gonna be there.
Hey.
And I'm like, how do you hope that person was gonna be at a funeral? But I kind
Right.
of knew he was because they're really good friends. And he was there, and he walked in, and my heart just like did something. And so,
You said that night.
what?
You said something else, dude. So.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
Now, what if like my aunt or somebody watches this? Like this,
I'm playing. This is entertainment referred to the tag at the beginning of the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so at the end of the day, we spoke with each other after the services, and that was it. We spoke, we talked. I turned to walk away to go to my car and turned back around to ask him was he going to go to the burial, and he grabbed my hand, and in that moment, I was his.
Yeah, he was mine. It was all consensual.
That was it.
All consensual after that. So all consensual after that. All right. Let me do something because myself, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot. I forgot to do our Black History moment. So let me go. Huh? Man, what am I doing? You don't... Oh, I'm doing... Y'all, excuse me. Yes, you are.
Am I? Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, excuse me. I forgot. It's Black History Month. I'm supposed to be doing a wonderful black woman in Black History. I got so excited with my baby that I forgot to do her. So I'm going to do her now. So our moment right now in Black History, we are talking about Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells was a pioneering journalist, educator, and civil rights activist who exposed the horrors of lynching in the U.S. Born into slavery, she later co-owned the Memphis Free Speech and Headlight, using journalism to challenge racial violence. After a white mob destroyed her press in 1892, she moved to Chicago, where she continued her activism, co-founding the NAACP and advancing for and advocating for black women's suffrage. Despite oppression, she remained a fearless voice for justice, leaving a lasting legacy in civil rights and investigative journalism. Mrs. Ida B. Wells, we salute you for our Black History moment. Hey. I see how she's looking at me. We're going to go and get on up out of here.
The wine is kicking in.
Yeah, that wine is whining, and we finna go slow wine. All right, let me get to my little song here, and I'm gonna get y'all on up out of here. Yeah, let me see. I always do this. There we go. Booyah. Here we go. Oh.
I should ask you for another moment.
We'll talk about it next time.
Oh, you gonna come in? Okay. Okay.
See, hey, Chris Brown, we appreciate this one. Look, cut, warm embrace. Since you like the little light skinned boy,
Just the one. Just that one.
it's this one. This is what I'm talking about.
I mean, I know, but say it's just one light skinned boy.
Okay, where did I put my stuff for you?
Mm.
So, yours is Colossians 3 and 19. It says, don't be harsh to your wife. That's a scripture that you and I had a conversation after one of our spats.
Mm-hmm.
And you was like, you need to quit being so mean. And, for lack of, not totally, just paraphrasing. You need to quit being so mean. And I was conflicted. I was like, well, if my wife is saying I'm being mean, then I definitely don't want to treat the woman that I love so much mean. And the person that has been so much for me in a way that pushes her away. So I know at times I am mean, but I try not to. And I try to use this scripture as a way to kind of always have it there if you look on my board.
Mm-hmm.
I try to read it every day to kind of keep myself in that mind frame to make sure I'm doing that. So I want to say, husbands, I've said before, we control the tenor of our home. So however we are, it generally flows throughout our house. If we're upset or if we're stressed, everybody kind of feels that because everybody wants to make daddy happy, then everybody wants to make mommy happy. But men, if we are supposed to be the head of the household and to lead, we have to lead with a heart of love, the mind of love, even if we're not in that space. What I've learned through my wife and through counseling is that communication is that we all know is the best way to handle that. If you communicate how you're feeling or what's going on at that time, it's a lot easier to say, hey, babe, I'm not feeling it right now, or I'm upset, or I'm having a bad day. Let's recircle. Or can we talk about it later? Or hey, can you handle this because I don't have the capacity? So, as men, make sure we can't be harsh. We have to love on our wives, love on your significant other if you want to be married someday. And if you want to keep the fire burning, continue to do that. So, that is my little dismount. Baby, thank you for joining.
But thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
Did you have a good time?
I did.
I told you it wouldn't be too bad.
It wasn't too bad. Now it's still, I still told you no the first time.
I know.
But I mean, I want to support you.
I know that no means no.
And you
But in
kept
our day,
pressuring.
it was just a little,
Little play.
little chase. Just chase a little bit. Just chase
Yeah,
a little
times
bit.
have changed.
I know. Now it's just, man, you go
Hard
to
no.
jail for being no.
Yeah. But no, I enjoyed it. I appreciate
That's
you.
why all y'all single. Cause y'all was calling me and thirsty. Now they
It's time.
just like,
It's time for you to get off now because now you had some bad little comments for saying that.
you're right.
Don't do that.
Well, holla at y'all.
Thank you. Bye.
That's it, baby.